They call Cairo the city of 1,000 minarets. This name alone evokes a sense of grandeur and timelessness, a city where history and spirituality are woven into the very fabric of daily life. It's a poetic name, conjuring serene images of golden domes and the call to prayer. The sight of these domes glistening under the sun is almost otherworldly, a reminder of the city's rich Islamic heritage and its role as a beacon of culture and religion. But most of the time, Cairo is a city of honking cars, shouting vendors, and ancient-looking cats. The streets are alive with a cacophony of sounds that can be overwhelming yet fascinating. It's a place where the old and the new collide in a symphony of chaos. Arriving here feels like being dropped into an action movie's chaotic finale. My first impression wasn't the pyramids or the Nile, it was the sound. The sheer volume and variety of noises hit you like a wave, making it clear that this city never sleeps. A symphony composed by a hyperactive child with a car horn, market auctioneer, and motorbikes. New York is a library compared to this. The constant honking, the shouts of vendors, and the roar of motorbikes create a soundtrack that is uniquely Cairo. Cairo's noise has layers, traffic hum, vendor shouts, and the call to prayer competing with pop songs. Each layer tells a story, from the bustling commerce of the markets to the spiritual calls that echo through the streets 5 times a day. The air is thick with history, dust, and the aroma of a million meals. Every breath you take is filled with the scent of spices, grilled meats, and the occasional whiff of shisha. It's a sensory overload that leaves a lasting impression. You can smell grilled kofta, sweet shisha, and the desert's ancient scent. The street food here is legendary, with vendors offering everything from falafel to fresh fruit juices. It's a culinary adventure waiting to be explored. Cairenes live in perpetual motion, jaywalking with pharaoh-like confidence and haggling like diplomats. The people here are masters of negotiation, turning every transaction into a performance. It's a skill honed over centuries of trade and commerce. Everyone's in a hurry, yet there's always time for tea and conversation. Cafes are the social hubs of Cairo, where people gather to discuss everything from politics to football. It's a city that thrives on human connection. Cairo doesn't just welcome you, it pulls you into its whirlwind. The energy here is infectious, drawing you into its rhythm whether you like it or not. It's a city that demands your attention and rewards you with unforgettable experiences. It's a beautiful, maddening, unforgettable chaos. Every corner of Cairo has a story to tell, from its ancient monuments to its modern-day hustle and bustle. It's a place where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance. And that's just the beginning. There's so much more to discover in this city of contrasts, where every visit feels like a new adventure. Cairo is not just a destination, it's an experience that stays with you long after you've left. Let's talk about the Pyramids of Giza. These ancient monuments have stood for over 4,500 years, and yet, they still capture our imagination like nothing else on Earth. When you first see them, rising out of the desert haze, it's hard not to feel a sense of awe. They're not just old, they're impossibly old, built at a time when most of the world was still figuring out how to farm. You've seen them everywhere, on postcards, in movies, in history books, but nothing prepares you for the reality. The first thing that hits you is the sheer scale. These aren't just big, they're monumental, dwarfing everything around them, including the crowds of tourists who flock here from every corner of the globe. You'll be contemplating their majesty with thousands of other visitors, all jostling for the perfect photo, while camels lounge in the sun, and vendors try to sell you everything from miniature pyramids to cold sodas. The atmosphere is chaotic, noisy, and completely unforgettable, a true crossroads of the ancient and the modern. The scale is mind-blowing, your brain can't process it. Each stone block is massive, some weighing as much as 80 tons. Imagine the effort it took to move and stack over 2 million of these, all without cranes, trucks, or even iron tools. Was it sheer human ingenuity, or did the pharaoh just have the world's most convincing boss? The logistics alone are staggering. The Great Pyramid has over 2 million stone blocks, each heavier than a car. Some blocks are so precisely cut and fitted that you can't even slip a credit card between them. It's a feat of engineering that still baffles experts today. How did they do it? Ramps, levers, sheer willpower? Theories abound, but the truth is, no one knows for sure. You can even go inside if you enjoy tight spaces and ancient curses. The corridors are narrow, the air is thick, and every step echoes with the weight of centuries. It's a little claustrophobic, a little mysterious, and completely unforgettable. You can almost hear the whispers of the past as you make your way through the dimly lit passageways. The pyramids are right on the city's edge, visible from a Pizza Hut. It's a surreal sight, one of humanity's greatest achievements, just a stone's throw from fast food and city traffic. You can literally eat a slice of pizza while gazing at a wonder of the ancient world. It's the ultimate clash of civilizations, ancient wonders next to modern absurdity. The timeless stones of the pyramids stand in silent contrast to the hustle and bustle of Cairo, where honking cars and neon signs are just as much a part of the landscape as the Sphinx. Despite the crowds and the chaos, there's always a moment, maybe at sunrise or as the sun sets behind the stones, when you feel the weight of history settle on your shoulders. In that quiet, you connect with the audacity of a civilization that dared to build something eternal, something meant to last forever. Even with a Pizza Hut nearby, the pyramids have lost none of their magic. They succeeded in their mission: to inspire awe, to humble us, and to remind us of what humans can achieve when they work together. It's a humbling experience wrapped in delightful absurdity, and it's one you'll never forget. And that's the magic of Cairo, a city where the past and present collide, and where history's most ambitious group project still stands, daring us to dream bigger. Near the pyramids is the Great Sphinx, the mysterious roommate. A lion's body with a human head, it's history's first failed image load. It stares stoically, unimpressed by empires rising and falling. The mystery is half the fun. Who built it, why, and what happened to its nose? Theories abound, from erosion to Napoleon's troops. The missing nose adds charm, giving it a permanently surprised look. Getting a picture with the Sphinx is a rite of passage. The classic kissing pose is a global tradition, a silly ritual connecting tourists. As the sun sets, the Sphinx comes alive, a silent guardian of history. It's a timeless riddle, enduring even without a nose. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo is like stepping into the world's most fascinating, overstuffed attic, a place where every corner, every shelf, and every glass case is overflowing with the treasures of an ancient civilization. It's a space that feels less like a modern museum and more like a time capsule, crammed with the remnants of pharaohs, priests, and everyday Egyptians, all jostling for your attention. Forget sleek lines and minimalist displays. Here, the philosophy is simple: if it's ancient and valuable, put it on display. The result is a dazzling, almost overwhelming collection that stretches as far as the eye can see, with artifacts stacked, shelved, and squeezed into every available inch. Priceless sarcophagi stand upright, lined up like silent sentinels, as if they're waiting for someone to come and carry them off to their next adventure. Each one tells a story, their painted faces and intricate carvings hinting at the lives and beliefs of those who once lay inside. With over 120,000 items on display, the museum is a chaotic jumble of history: statues, jewelry, papyrus scrolls, and everyday objects from thousands of years ago, all sharing space in a glorious, dusty maze. It's easy to lose track of time and even easier to lose your way. That's why a guide is almost essential. Without one, you might find yourself wandering for hours, mesmerized by the sheer volume of treasures, unsure if you're in the old kingdom or the new. The museum's layout is as much a puzzle as the hieroglyphs on its walls. But the undeniable star of the show is Tutankhamun. His gallery glows with gold, gleaming jewelry, ornate chariots, and the famous treasures that stunned the world when they were first unearthed. The sheer opulence of his burial goods is almost hard to believe. The golden death mask, with its serene expression and intricate detail, is breathtaking. Nearby, the nested golden coffins shimmer under the lights, each layer more elaborate than the last, a testament to the artistry and wealth of ancient Egypt. Everywhere you look, you're reminded of the incredible skill and resources that went into creating these objects. From delicate amulets to massive statues, the craftsmanship is astonishing, and the stories behind each piece are as rich as the gold that covers them. Visiting the Egyptian Museum is like embarking on a treasure hunt. Around every corner there's something new and astonishing: a forgotten statue, a mysterious relic, or a piece of jewelry that once adorned a queen. It's a place where history feels alive and full of surprises. The museum buzzes with energy, filled with visitors from around the world, all eager to uncover the secrets of Egypt's past. Unlike the hushed halls of many museums, this one feels vibrant and alive, as if the artifacts themselves are whispering their stories to anyone who will listen. It's a beautiful, dusty, and sometimes overwhelming hoard of human history, a place where the past isn't just preserved but piled high, waiting to be discovered by the next curious visitor. Just be careful where you step. With so many treasures packed into every corner, you might literally trip over a sphinx or stumble upon a forgotten relic hiding in plain sight. And that, in the end, is the true charm of Cairo. A city where the ancient and the modern collide, and where history is never more than a step away. Test your shopping skills at el-Khalili. This isn't a mall, it's a centuries-old bazaar with no rules. A labyrinth of alleyways packed with shops selling everything imaginable. Haggling is a performance, a friendly battle of wits. The vendor's optimistic offer meets your ambitious counter. The theater includes sighs, gestures, and offers of tea. The smells are a journey: perfumes, spices, shisha, and grilling meat. El-Khalili is the heart of old Cairo, commerce and culture intertwined. It's loud, chaotic, and exhausting, but filled with timeless magic. And that's the essence of Cairo. The Nile River is Egypt's lifeblood, a floating stage for daily life. It's a highway, restaurant, party venue, and a front-row seat to Cairo's rhythm. A felucca ride offers a glimpse of families picnicking, fishermen casting nets, and party boats blasting music. The river shows Cairo's architectural timeline from pharaonic to modern. A Nile sunset is magical, with the sky exploding in colors and the call to prayer echoing. For a moment, the city's chaos melts away, leaving peace and history, and that's the beauty of Cairo. Cairo traffic is a living organism, a complex ecosystem of vehicles and pedestrians. Lanes are suggestions, and the horn is a primary form of communication. Crossing the street is an extreme sport, a dance of trust with strangers. Taxi drivers are artists, navigating chaos with skill. A ride is a thrill, testing your nerve but always arriving in one piece. This system, seemingly madness, has its own logic. It's a metaphor for Cairo chaotic on the surface, held together by social understanding. It's loud, stressful, and baffling, but a beautiful example of human cooperation. And that's the spirit of Cairo. Cairo's food scene is an adventure, a mix of traditional dishes and street food. Kashari is a must-try, a carb lover's dream of rice, macaroni, and lentils. Street food magic includes tameya, full madams, and fresh fruit juices. Your stomach might need time to adjust, so pack medicine and stick to bottled water. Cairo's cafes, or awas, are cultural institutions where people gather over tea and coffee. It's here you feel the relaxed, social side of Cairo. The food is more than sustenance, it's a reason to gather and connect. It's the fuel for the city's energy and spirit, and that's the flavor of Cairo. Absolutely. Cairo is not a relaxing beach vacation. It demands your attention. It will challenge, frustrate, and exhaust you, but you'll love it. The city is a paradox, ancient and modern, serene and chaotic. It doesn't hide its imperfections, it wears them proudly. You'll leave with stories, not just souvenirs. Stories of taxi rides, friendly shopkeepers, and Nile sunsets. These moments change you, broaden your perspective. Cairo is an experience, a full-body immersion into a rich culture. It will get under your skin and stay there. So, yes, you should go. Be prepared to be overwhelmed, amazed, and captivated by the city of 1,000 everything.